This is R.D. Sharma's Solutions, Class 12, Chapter 19. Exercise is 19.18. Indefinite integrals we are talking about. Now this is a very basic question, and this kind of questions we have done. So you already know this x raised 4. So x square will give you x dx. So we'll take this t as x square. When we take dt by dx, it will be 2x. So if you want this x dx, this will be equal to dt by 2. So this x dx, we want this one, this whole one. Numerator is already with us now. Integration will become like this. If we place this dt by 2 here, this x raised 4, which is x square to the power 2. So x raised 4 will be t square. This will be t square plus, now a raised 4 can be written as what? A square whole square. Now we have the formula, direct formula. The integration of dx by under root x square plus a square. So this will be what? It will be log x plus under root x square plus a square. Now please remember, this x will be equal to t in this case. We'll take x as t and a equals to a square. Just matching this one and trying to put this in the formula. It will be 1 by 2 log, this x will be t plus under root, this will be t square, x square, so t square plus a square, since it is a square whole square. So let's do this. A raised 4 plus constant of integration. Now what we will do, we'll replace this t. What was the initial assumption? It was x square. So it will be x square whole square, that is x raised 4, a raised 4 plus constant of integration. That's your final result. Now how to do this? This is the whole way you are going to adopt, and this is the way you are going to write it. Now in this case, it's very clear that 10x will give you sec square x. So let's get it. Our always one aim is that we need something from the denominator to put and get the numerator and vice versa. So if you put this t equals to 10x, dt by dx will be sec square x. That is, dt will be equal to sec square x dx. We wanted this. So this will be dt divided by under root 10 square x plus 4. 4 can be written as 2 square. So just write it like this. We have 2 square and this 10 square x. So this 10 was t, so t square. So what is the formula now? Integration will be like this. The same formula the previous question I told will be applied here. Log modulus of t plus under root. Now we can just replace this t by 10 square here only. So this will be t square plus 4 plus constant of integration. We need to replace this t by 10x now. So this will be log 10x plus under root 10 square x plus 4 plus constant of integration. So you can also write it as 4 plus 10 square if you want, but it's okay. Why we have to write 4 plus 10 square x? Because it just to match with whatever is given in the question. It was given 4 plus 10 square x. So this is the way we are going to adopt our way of solving the same thing which we have done in the previous question. 16 minus e raised 2x in the denominator. So e raised x will give you e raised x. 16 can be written as 4 square. So this t equals to ex. Dt by dx will be equal to e raised x. E raised x differentiation integration are both same. Dt will be equal to e raised x dx. So you have the numerator now. So this numerator we can write it as dt. So this integration will become like this. Ex dx will be dt. Denominator will be 16 will be 4 square minus e raised 2x. Since e raised x is t, e raised 2x will be t square. So we can write t square here. What is the formula? Integration of dt by under root 4 square minus t square. That is a square minus x square formula we are going to apply. It will be sine inverse x by a plus constant of integration. Please remember x equals to t you have to write here and a equals to 2 here. Okay, it's because it is a square. So we have sine inverse t by, is it 2? Sine inverse this by a, 4 only, because 4 square it is. 16 it is, sorry. So it will be 4 only, e raised x by 4 plus constant of integration. And how are we going to do this? It's in front of you. So that's how it will be done. E raised x has to be equal to t and sine inverse x by a will be the formula to be used. Now sin x, directly we can get cos x. So t equal to sin x will put dt by dx will be equal to cos x. dt will be equal to cos x dx. So the integration will become like this. Cos x dx, it will be dt. The denominator will become 2 square plus, since we have taken sin x equals to t, it will be t square. So this will be a square plus x square or x square plus a square. It's up to you. It's simply log x plus under root x square plus a square. Log t plus under root 2 square, which is 4, plus t square. Now modulus is very important, and t was earlier taken as sin x. Now we'll replace this t by sin x. So it will be log sin x plus under root 4 plus sin square x plus constant of integration. This is the way you are going to do this. And how are we going to write it? This is simply sin x with cos x formation. There can be a question where you have to put this cos x actually equal to t. Next is sin x divided by under root 4 cos square x minus 1. Now when we put this cos x equals to t is equal to cos x, dt by dx will be equal to minus sin x. So this dt will be equal to what? Negative will take on the left hand side. Dt will be equal to sin x dx. So this sin x dx will take it as negative dt. So integration will become like this. Negative dt I am writing, negative I am taking outside. Denominator will be 4 cos square x minus 1. So 4 cos square x can be written as 2 cos square x. Or you can say 2 cos x whole square x. 2 square cos square x can be written as 2 cos x whole square. So 2 cos x whole square, and we can just take this 2t now because cos x was taken as t. So it will be 2t whole square minus 1 square. But still there is one catch. We could have taken this 2 cos x equals to t. It would have been better. But since we have already taken t equals to cos x, then we have another way to get things resolved easily. And this is the way I am showing you, but there is another way we can solve it. I'll show you that. So I am putting this t to 2t equals to p, 2 dt by dp equals to 1. So this dt will be equal to, since dt has to be replaced by dp, what are we going to get? This is better to take this 2t or p equals to 2t and we differentiate it with respect to t now. This is the better way. So dp where 2 will be equal to dt. Now this dt can be replaced by dp by 2. So we write dp 1 by 2 here under root p square minus 1 square. Now integration of 1 by under root x square minus a square, and this will be equal to negative half log. Okay, log, I'm just writing the direct formula. Log p plus under root p square minus 1 square, that is 1 only. Now this p was taken as 2t. And remember, t was cos x. So actually p is equal to, you can directly write it as 2 cos x. So negative half is already there outside. Log 2t plus under root 2t square minus 1 plus constant of integration. Now t has to be replaced by cos x because there are two replacements here. Minus half log 2, this will be cos x plus under root. This will be 2t square. 2 is 4, t will be cos, so 4 cos square x minus 1 will come. 4 cos square x minus 1. So let me just change it to x now. This will be under root 4 cos square x minus 1 plus constant of integration. So this is your final answer. I solved it in a different way, but the way, there can be other way also. So this is another way to solve it. Okay, this 4 you can take outside here. When you take this 4 outside, you will get t square minus 1 by 4 or t square minus 1 by 2 whole square. And that will be simply the log, that formula which we used. The answer will come as usual. Only one thing will be there. This log 2 by 2 will be combined with c in order to call it as sub c complement. So this is up to you, which way you want. Now x by under root 4 minus x raised 4. Now you will be tempted to write this. X square equals to t. When we take this x square equals to t, dt by dx will be what? It will be 2x. So that is dt by 2 will give you x dx. Now the thing is, these questions can be directly solved. Let me just do the integration like this. As I told you, this is the best way, but there can be other solutions also. So dt by 2 we have written denominator 2 square minus t square. Under root a square minus x square formula is direct. Sin inverse x by t by 2. 1 by 2 is already there outside. 1 by 2 sin inverse. What is t? It was x square. So sine inverse x square by 2 plus constant of integration. So this is a very straightforward question, as I indicated earlier. You can just solve this in a way. It's a very default question. In this question, we already know that log x differentiation will be 1 by x. So this dx by x we are talking about. We'll take this t equals to log x and we'll differentiate this. dt by dx will be equal to log x will be 1 by x. So dt will be equal to dx by x. This whole will become dx by x will become dt. So let me write it this integration in terms of t now. Integration will be dx by x will be dt under root 4 minus 9 log x whole square. So it will be 2 square minus 9 log x whole square can be written as, because 9 log x whole square. This can be written as 3 log x whole square. And one more thing was that you could have taken this 3 log x also as t. That would have made things easier for you. But since we have not taken, we'll go along with this 3t square. 2 square minus 3t whole square. Now, if you take this 3t equals to p, and there can be, as I said, multiple ways of solving things. So we know that it is sine inverse x by a. Sine inverse x by a is what? That is 3t, and this is 2. This 2 square minus 3t square. If you take this 3t equals to p, 3 dt by dp will be dt by, this will be differentiated. So 3 equals to dp by dt. That's what we have to take, dp by dt. That means if it 3t has to be taken as p, this 3 dt will be equal to dp. That is, if you want to put this dt, it will be dp by 3. So let me just change this now. This dt we can be written as dp by 3 because we need that 3's. Now let us change this. 2 square minus 3t is p, so p square. Now you can apply the formula sine inverse x by a directly, p by 2 here, 1 by 3 here, plus constant of integration. What is p here? It's 3t. P is 3t, and what was t? T was log x. So this will be p equals to 3 log x. So 1 by 3 sine inverse 3 log x divided by 2 plus constant of integration. That's your final answer. So this is the way you are going to go about it. There are multiple ways, and better way is to write this 3 log x equals to t. This will take in the next discussion. Till then, thank you so much and have a good one.